Okay, so this is part 3 of this long secret session story video. So I'm gonna continue where I left off. And so me and Alex got on this minibus because we were gonna get transferred to a different location. And the driver had like several stat navs on, and I think it was to like throw us off to where we were going because it was gonna be like a secret location. So me and Alex were in the back of the bus, and we drive into this posh neighborhood. Like, we're talking houses, like mansion houses. They were so big. And we drive past this really cool house that had like Spider-Man on top of the roof and stuff. It looked so cool. And then we start slowing down, and it's we start slowing down and we stop outside number 13. We were told not to scream and be really quiet, but the bus goes crazy. We're screaming so much because it was literally the house number 13. Um, and but we were supposed to get off the bus as well, and we were not supposed to scream. But it wasn't that house. It was the other opposite house of the street. No idea what number that was. And me and Alex were the last ones to get off the bus. And there was this cameraman filming us getting off. And there was like lots of securities, and we were supposed to like be quiet because I guess you don't want the whole neighborhood to know there's a bunch of screaming Swifties. and and we go into this like basement. And this is like a house, guys. It's a house. And we're obviously thinking like this has to be her house because it's so big. And we go into this basement, and because I have to be so extra, I'm like making sure I'm knocking on the door, saying like, yeah, I knocked on Taylor Swift's door, you know, casual, touching her walls and everything. Ugh, sorry, I'm so embarrassing. Um, and we get scanned again. And we get told that we have to take our shoes off. And there's this like basket of socks on the floor. And I'm like, do we need to take these on? But then we were told we can put our shoes back on so we could keep them on. And we get scanned again. And we get this golden thing, sticker thing that we have been scanned and cleared. So this basement is like being renovated. It looked like a gym room. It had like a treadmill and mirrors and stuff in it. And it's this like really nice skyline picture of New York in the hallway. So we were like, oh my god, this has to be our house. And we were getting so excited. Like, me and Alice, we keep squeezing each other, saying like, oh my god, is this real? Because it didn't feel real. Yeah. So we were shown upstairs into this like really nice hallway. And I'm just saying, her house smells amazing. It smells so good. It smells like wood, like expensive wood. I think she's a wood person. She really likes the smell of wood. So we get into this hallway, huge hallway, and then into the kitchen. And Tree is walking around there, and Erica, and we see all the other Swifties. And I think we were the first bus to arrive because I think the first bus left the hotel. I think they got lost, so we were the first people in their house. And this house was so huge, and her Spotify playlist was playing in the background. I love that playlist. It's so good. And in the kitchen, it was huge. It had like 4 ovens. Like, who needs 4 ovens in her house? And there were like lots of food. It was like sandwiches and cheeses. cheese, and lots of fruit and Diet Coke and fizzy drinks, water, and she had this custom made rep cookies, like sugar cookies, amazing. And she had these M&M's reputation M&M's as well. It was so cool. And there was this cameraman walking around filming. Me and Alex, we haven't started talking to people yet because we're trying to like, what the hell is going on? Are we in a freaking house right now? And I get filmed. He wants to like see the cookie I've already eaten off, and those cookies made your mouth really black and your teeth really black. And he interviewed me after, and I can't remember if I have a really black mouth from the cookies. So he was like, asking me, what do you think is going on right now? And I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. I think we're in a house. And I was like looking so excited. That would be so fun if you bring that into the video, seriously. So we were eating chicken nuggets, and they were amazing. And me and Alex, we started mingling a little bit. I saw like 2 other people wearing almost exactly the same as I was wearing, which was really cool. And I talked to these twins, and the one twin was wearing almost the same as I was, which was fun. So we talked to some people, and Alex started to worry me because he looked like he was gonna pass out. So me being a nurse, I'm like, can you please go and sit down? And he was like, I don't want to sit down in that couch area because, yeah. So I was getting kind of nervous. And Scott and Andrea walks in and start talking to people, and people are throwing themselves over them. So I'm like, me and Alex, I was just making sure Alex was okay. I'm like, can you please eat something? Or I got him something to drink and stuff to make sure he didn't pass out, because that can't happen. Not now. This is going to be like the most important evening of your life, so you can't pass out. And he had to use their toilet so many times. I love how he's been famous for pooing in Taylor Swift's house. So much fun. So we were maybe in the kitchen area for 45 minutes ish, and it's starting to get really crowded because more people are getting there. And then I see that Lindsay and Megan is there, and I'm like running over to them and screaming and being like, what the fuck, we're in our house. And we started to they got something to eat, and we talked to Scott. I can't even remember what we were talking about, but he's never been to Norway. You have to come, dude. It's really cool here. So we were mingling a little bit, talked to this girl called Malin, who looked really lonely and by herself, so we were talking to her a little bit, and then we went to the toilet again, and then we ended up talking to Ali from Taylor Nation, and I asked her, like, how have you picked me? Like, I'm a person who's never had a like from Taylor. She doesn't follow me anywhere on any social media, and I don't really have much followers or anything. And so I'm like, why, how did you pick me? Like, I don't get it. And she just said like that, you know, you're really supporting a lovely fan, and you just show your love for Taylor Swift and supporting her, so that's really all that you need to do to get picked for this stuff. And then after we talked to her for a bit, we were told to get in a line, and me, Alex, Megan, and Lindsay, we were at the front of this line, because we were going to be moved into a different room, and there were people in wheelchairs there, which was really nice that she invited some of them. So they went in first, and then me, Megan, Alex, and Lindsay went into the room with other people, but we were in the first, or one of the first, and there was this huge living room with like cushions on the floor, blankets. All the curtains were in front of the windows. So it was really like nice and dark and cozy. It was like candles lighting everywhere, and we just sit down, and it was really nice and cozy in there. And me and Alex sat down on this high cushion because there was like pillows, and there was this cushion kind of thing. It was really like tall one, so we sat down on there, 2 meters in front of this chair. That's gonna be very special later. And I start talking to someone from Sweden, and I was like, wow, Scandinavian people here. I was really excited because I heard they were speaking Swedish, and I was like, oh my god, so exciting. So I didn't like feel all alone. So yeah, so it was getting really crowded. It was really tight. They were like gonna fit like 100 people in there. So even though it was like the biggest living room I've ever seen, it was like really crowded. And things were then getting quiet, and the door closed that we came in from. And oh my god, this next thing is like, holy shit. And I'm gonna end the video here because it's on 11 minutes already. So stay tuned for part number 4. Yeah, bye.